Hello, today we are going to study something about the trigonometry with the sine, which is the sine and cosine rule. As we studied before, the ratios of the sine, cosine and tan by using the right angle triangle, we use SUCA means the sine of the angle is the opposite of our hypotenuse and cosine is the adjacent of our hypotenuse and tan is the opposite over adjacent. Okay? But today we have something more. If the triangle is not a right angle triangle, it's an oblique triangle. So we have two rules. The first one is the sine rule and second one is the cosine. Okay? In the sine rule and cosine rule, we use capital letters for the vertices and the small letters for the sides or the length of the sides of the triangle. Okay, the first one is the sine rule and we use it if the given is one of the two conditions. If you have one of the two conditions, one of them is if the given is two sides and non-included angle, or if the given is one side and two angles. Okay, so if you have two angles and one side, or two sides and non-included angle, you can use this formula. The formula of the sine is A over sine A equals B over sine B equals C over sine C. It means the length of the side A divided by the sine of its opposite angle equals the length of the side B over the sine of its opposite angle equals the length of the side C divided by the sine of its opposite angle. Here an example. You have two angles and one side. In the triangle PQR, you have PQ equals 7 and measure angle Q equals 37 and measure angle R equals 42. We have already side and opposite angle. We can use it directly, which is A over sine A equals B over sine B. A is the length of PQ and angle A represents the R. Okay, so X over sine 37 equals 7 over sine 42, and by using cross multiplication you can easily find the length of the side. Okay, here's another example. If you have two sides and non-included angle, so we can substitute in the formula. The substitution by the sides and angle as sine A over A equals sine B over B. You have one side which is 11 and opposite angle which is 37. Then sine x over 16 equals sine 7 over sine 37 over 11. Okay, here we use the reciprocals of the ratio, and it's okay if you use A over sine A equals B over sine B equals C over sine C, or you use sine A over A equals sine B over B equals sine C over C. By substituting, you can directly find the measure of the angle. Okay, but don't forget, after you find sine x has a result which is 0.8753, don't forget to find the measure of angle x by using shift sign of the result. It's okay. We have the other rule, which is cosine rule, and we are going to use the cosine rule if the given is three sides or the given is two sides and included angle. Okay, the formula is A squared equals B squared plus C squared minus 2BC cosine A, and it's preferred to use this one if you have two sides and the included angle. We have already one side is 5.2 and the other is 4.5 and the included angle is 58. Okay, so use this formula. Then In this triangle, you can write x squared equals 5.2 squared plus 4.2 squared minus 2 times 5.2 times 4.5 times cosine the included angle, which is 58. Okay? And by using the calculator, you can find x power of 2 and find the square root to find the length of x. Okay? In the other example, you have three sides and we need one angle. It prefers to use this formula to find the angle if you have the three sides, which is cosine A equals b squared plus c squared minus a squared over 2bc. Okay, and substitute. B squared means 9 squared plus 11 squared minus 12 squared over 2 times 9 times 11, because we need cosine x. So we considered the angle which is opposite to 12. 12 represents A. So B squared plus C squared minus A squared. A squared is 12 because this is the opposite to x. And find the cosine x, and don't forget to find the measure of the angle by using shift cosine the result. Okay, and here the comparison of the two rules and how can you use the conditions of the given to use one of them. Okay, thank you.